All right, guys. Is the sound there now? I am so sorry. I just realized. All right. Thank you, Lynn Starseed. Thank you, Janine Knight. So sorry. I saw people like watching the video, and so I did not realize. So let me go back. All right. I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna cut the original video. Let's go back to the spirits, animals, to the spirits of darkness and light. We had spirits of gold and spirits of earth. And what we're talking about with spirits of gold and spirits of the earth, spirits of gold is wealth and status coming in. So for some of you, your relationship this week is really going to not depend on, but there's going to be an added aspect of abundance coming in, status coming in, wealth coming in. A windfall. Some of you may indeed get a windfall this week, and this is going to impact your relationship. Spirit of the earth, nature, grounded ancestors. Again, spirit of the earth, we are talking about being so, a lot of times people, when we're grounded to the earth, a lot of times people don't understand that is exactly where you need to be in order to hear the messages from your ancestors, right? You have to be grounded. And in that grounding, what happens is you find you are clear, and you find a connection to the spirit. Examples may be some of you Pisces out there may be experiencing deja vu this week. You may go to certain places this week and get a little bit of deja vu. This could also be places that are that ground you, right? That are connected with your own personal groundedness, where you feel comfortable at. So this is a way how we sort of bridge the earth with the messages that come through from the spirit realm. And so spirit of the earth talks about that. It talks about that kind of grounding to allow sort of either messages, information, understanding to come through. All right. Is everything all right now, Lynn Starseed? Let me know, girl. Now we have the animal spirits that I pulled out. Camel and dragon. Beautiful, beautiful animal spirits. Right. Yeah. The camel is associated with fire, and the dragon, of course, being a mythical beast, is associated with the alchemical symbol for ether or spirit. The camel is a beautiful, fiery animal spirit that is the highest sort of spirit for self-reliance and self-resourcefulness. When we look at animal spirits, we want to look at the nature of the animal in the wild. How does the animal behave in the wild? The camel is able to go for many, many stretches at a time without any help, without any water being around or any food being around. They collect. If the camel needs to drink or needs to hydrate, he goes within. And so this is very sort of symbolic of the spirit of the camel. Also, we have the quarter moon, sort of crescent moon there, right? Quarter crescent moon. And it really talks about the connection that the camel does have to its higher self, to its spiritual self. The camel is a very spiritual animal. They do form bonds in small herds, but oftentimes they're very sort of nomadic, singular animals. Very strong, very spiritually strong. Also symbolic of going through a very difficult path spiritually and not really needing much, but your own sort of metal. You know what I mean? Now, the dragon is, again, it's an animal spirit that is associated with the alchemical symbol for ether or spirit. It is associated with a chakra, which is the third chakra, the solar plexus chakra. Now, the solar plexus is where we carry the breath, right? The solar plexus, if you don't know where that is the location right in the front of your body, right below your breastbone. There's a little dip. Everyone has it. And that's actually where your solar plexus is at. If you've ever fallen back and got the wind knocked out of you and you couldn't breathe, right? That's because the solar plexus was shaken or disturbed or shocked in some way. It's a very delicate area of the body. And it's a kind of a cradle that's there. I'm not a doctor or anything, guys, all right? But, working knowledge, right? There's a kind of cradle there. And the solar plexus is what helps us to literally breathe. It kind of is what helps the bellows of the lungs to sort of breathe. And the breath is life. And so I take a moment to explain that because when we talk about the dragon is always associated with, well, here we are associated with the solar plexus, the third chakra, and symbolic of the higher self sort of connection, because the solar plexus is also considered to be a place where we connect to our higher self, because it is the place where the breath resides, and the breath is what we need to live. And so without it, there is no life. And so the connection, right? So the dragon talks about the spirit, your higher spirit being very, very there and aware and watching you right now. So Pisces, again, I take a moment to explain that because those are two pretty heavy animal spirits to have in a reading. All right, in a weekly love outlook. Somebody's being extremely self-reliant and self-resourceful, and somebody's kind of walking a path that is called, not question the path, but it, your soul, your higher self is watching. Basically, the dragon is there to tell you they're watching to see that you remain true to yourself, that you remain true to your connection, to your spirit, what's in your spirit. So this is really an interesting, very, very powerful set of cards. Let's get right into your reading, Pisces. Show me what's going on with Pisces and their lover this week. Show me. Talking about this week. Your person is resonating with Four of Wands. Wow. The 1111 card coming right out. You're resonating with Four of Pentacles right away. 2 4s. They see you as the devil. And you see them as 8 of Wands. So there's a lot of drama here. Okay, right away there's a lot of drama. But, will we expect anything less with Pisces? I'm not trying to be funny, but, again, Pisces, you guys are dramatic. All right, what they desire. Hierophant, what you desire. Hanged Man. Wow. They want you. You want a change. What needs to happen? Star energy for them and for you, death. Well, we have a preponderance of major arcana here. 5 major arcana cards. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Cups. This is definitely about a relationship where King of Cups, that's your energy. It can be scorpionic energy also. It's fire of water. The King of Cups knows what he wants, right? He knows how to lock it down. He wants a relationship, but he knows exactly what kind of relationship he wants. King of Cups is very determined about that. He's sort of the one in the relationship that is, right, in charge. And it's that aspect, that energy that is underlying here. So this could be a degree, to a certain degree, one of you, Pisces, either you or your person is that King of Cups. It could very well be you. Let's see how it comes out. Let's see how it factors into this. Right away, there is drama here, and there is definitely a feeling of, I want to say a lot of passion and then a lot of differences as well. Pulling away, there's a coming together, pulling away. 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, 2 4. Stability is an issue here. It is a desire and an issue. How do you guys come into this week? Well, your person this week, Pisces, is coming in with 4 of Wands and you have 4 of Pentacles. They're all about the love, the relationship, getting together, hooking up, 1111, and you're worried about money. All right? You're worried about money. You're worried about the stability of your finances, the stability of your environment. How long can you sustain it? 4 of Pentacles is specifically a fear that the stability that you have now is threatened or will be threatened in some way. So it's not so much that you're doing poorly or that you're having financial issues, but it is a fear that what you do have will break up. And so there's an anxiety associated with 4 of Pentacles. There's a feeling of being very focused on that. 4 of Pentacles energy also is the type of energy that really does not allow you to be able to focus on a relationship right now. So Pisces, for those of you who are resonating with this right now, it's going to be very difficult for you to look at a relationship or to look at sort of the all of the other aspects of a relationship, because 4 of Pentacles is such a sort of angsty, hold on to what I got energy. Hold on to what I got, like my job, my house, my sustenance, my livelihood. Your person resonating with 1111, they're really wanting to move forward here. 1111 is definitely, it's that soulmate card. It's that celebration of coming together, agreeing to be together, the solidifying of the relationship, certainly. twin flame soulmate journey. Now, how do you guys see each other? Your person sees you as devil and you see them as eight of wands. So they see you as someone who is certainly, I feel like they see you as someone almost that they have to sort of fix. I don't even know why that just came out. Like, I wanted to say something totally different, but that word just came out. It feels like that. Like, they see you as the devil. The devil energy, devil energy it's one of the most misunderstood cards in the tarot, associated with Capricorn, of course. But the devil energy, the devil card, this is an energy that is within all of us. It is a possible road that any of us can take when our highest ideals are unfulfilled. The struggling artist, right? The person who really, really wants to be highly creative, but yet at the same time has to make money, etc., etc., may not have the avenues to express themselves, to express their creativity the way they want to, will tend to then go down that road of devil energy for instant gratification, taking sort of the easier road. Devil energy is, of course, associated with being a slave to your passion, a slave to instant gratification. It's where we get sort of toxic relationships from. Codependencies, right? Because it's all very sort of baser vibration. It's a baser vibration of just, basic instinct. I want to feel good, and that's it. I want to feel good and I want it right now. A lot of people call that low vibration. It's base vibration. It's basic instinct, animal instinct to a certain degree. And this devil type, this energy that we associate with the devil comes from an unfulfillment in other areas of our lives. So for your person to see you as this Pisces, they're seeing you as this whole like ball, right? They're seeing you as this whole, this person who maybe is walking the line, they could also be seeing you, Pisces, as someone who leads them down that path. So it could be that they're feeling like this connection with you somehow, or that you somehow are responsible maybe for their own sort of dancing with the devil antics. You know what I mean? And so that's interesting because you see them as eight of wands, which is really a lot. A lot. They're giving you a lot of emotion, a lot of mixed emotion. It's very chaotic. Eight of wands is very chaotic energy. And eight of wands is one of the really strongest cards in the deck that calls for boundaries. Like boundaries need to be put in place here. There's just too much coming in. And it's not really sort of making any sense either. It's not sort of following any particular theme. Eight of wands in a relationship read like this, it definitely indicates that you're getting mixed messages, maybe different messages from what the emotion is actually displaying, right? You may be feeling something from them, but and on the other hand, they're saying something completely different. It's it can be very overwhelming. And so, yes, boundaries need to be put in place, right? Whenever something like that happens in a relationship, the boundaries have to be put almost all the way out. You have to almost start from beginning again. Let's put the boundaries all the way out and start and see like how close incrementally do we really want to be with each other? Because where we're at right now with this eight of wands is like just too much for you. What they desire, what you desire. They desire commitment, Hierophant energy. So again, they see you as the devil, which inherently feels to me like they see you as someone that needs fixing, a project to a certain degree. And then, of course, they come in resonating Four of Wands. They desire Hierophant. Hierophant is all about commitment. By the way, interestingly enough, just for those of you tarot nerds out there who are getting into tarot, the devil is 15, the Hierophant is 5. They are really two energies of the same coin. Where with the Hierophant, we have absolute and utter devotion and commitment, and therefore no power struggle or confusion. With the devil, we do not have commitment, and therefore we have a lot of power struggle and a lot of confusion, ultimately, in its most simplistic form, right? This is the connection between the two cards of the major. You desire the Hanged Man, so you are desiring inspiration. I'm going to say you're dealing with somebody right now, Pisces. This is a reading for somebody for Pisces, who's dealing with somebody who's on a completely different wavelength than you are. They see you a particular way. They want you a particular way. I would say that they are the ones resonating with King of Cups energy in this relationship. They are the ones resonating with King of Cups energy in this relationship. They are the ones resonating with King of Cups energy in this relationship. They are the ones resonating with King of Cups energy in this relationship. They are the ones resonating with King of Cups energy in this relationship. They are the ones resonating with King of Cups energy in this relationship. They are wanting to be the dominant one. They have a whole idea of what they want. They have a almost, it feels to me like they have a whole idea of what they believe you need, or what they should be giving you or doing for you. You know, it's very domineering energy. It's very toxic. It feels very toxic to me. They want a commitment. You want hangman energy. You want inspiration to come in. So this tells me right away, if what you're desiring, and by the way, the hangman is a wake up. It's a wake up. It's a waking up and realizing, this is where I need to put my energy. After a long time of not putting any energy into anything and just really hanging around. So this also lets me know that, Pisces, you're quite uninspired with this person. It almost feels, I'm going to be honest with you, it feels like you're dealing with like that person that you are so over them and they are so not over you. And it's almost as if you've been getting over them for quite a while and letting them know that, but they haven't been paying attention. Right? Like they've been up in their own world, you know. You may have been in a relation, you may be in a relationship with this person, but even it's almost as if when you get upset or when you have arguments or anything like that with this person, when you have any kind of strife or challenge with this person, it feels to me like for some of you up until now, this person was just so unable to hear you. They were unable to hear you. They were unable to work with you on it. They were unable, you know what I mean? Each time it's like, okay, yeah, oh, I'm sorry. And, and it was like, it's almost as if their attention wasn't really there on the issue. Their attention was already 2 feet ahead of making up for the issue, and let's get back to where we were. And so they never actually sit in that moment of being apologetic and understanding what's happening. They're always sitting in that sort of other moment, which is their perfect moment. I'm trying to describe a feeling I'm having here, and I hope it resonates with you. Because for them to have this much strong energy and for you to be like totally somewhere else, you're worried about money. You think they're on your case. You think they're being very overbearing. You're bored as shit with them. You want something new. And what needs to happen? Death. An end. So this is an ending to an overbearing, boring relationship that Pisces is having with somebody. I'm going to keep it real. I mean, you tried. You tried. Right? Dragon comes in now. And this is what I mean. It could be that for quite some time you have been wanting to maybe really put the kibosh on it, but you've been feeling bad, etc., etc. You may have been giving yourself all kinds of other reasons not to do it, but the dragon this week comes in. Your higher self is coming in for you this week to let you know that sometimes the quick snip or the final snip is better than the suffering, the struggling. You know what I mean? Being with somebody who you are just not connected. There is no connection here. There's no cup card energy. There's no love energy. We have King of Cups, but that's it. So Dragon is coming in for you this week, Pisces, to let you know that you really need to follow your instinct, your higher instinct. And I think your higher instinct is the one that's been telling you to end this relationship for a long time. It feels to me like the dragon is showing up because you've had that little voice in the back of your head telling you, Pisces, this is going to end ugly. Pisces, this is going to end. You're going to have to end it. This is not going to work. And it's like been gnawing at you, but you haven't been able to quite get there. I think this week you will, because Hangman is a wake up. Not only does Hangman bring in inspiration, and it is in a position of your desire, but Hangman is also a wake up. And I think that this week, hey MN, how you doing? I think that this week you're going to have a wake up to this relationship in a way that's going to allow you to put an end to it, or to experience an end with it, right? If up until now it's been too difficult to end it the right way, or you've been trying, it's been this week, that wake up that you're having, and it may even just be that final wake up where you really, really, really realize that this is just not the relationship for you. Sometimes it's just that final wake up that you need to have. For you, it's that. For them, it's Star. And it's interesting. They really need to figure out what they want, and they need to sort of follow that path. And that's what needs to happen for them. Because Star energy is really all about sort of checking back in with yourself. Sometimes we go along in life and we set a goal for ourselves and we work towards that goal, right? But in working towards that goal, we don't check in with ourselves, do we? A lot of times we don't check in and say, hey, You know, in the meantime, I'm working towards this goal or this ambition that I have. But in the meantime, am I happy? Am I living the life I want to live? Am I going about it the right way? Sometimes you can wake up 5 years later and realize that you've been putting a lot of energy into something that wasn't really anywhere aligned to what you wanted. So star energy talks about that constant feeding. You can see that she has the water there. She is the star, by the way, is Aquarius. We have Capricorn, Devil. A Hierophant is Taurus, Star is Aquarius, and Death, of course, is Scorpio. But that's just, aside. It means nothing to your reading. But star energy, you can see that. She's the water bearer. So what does she do? She's constantly checking in with herself. So she's constantly fertilizing the ground. She's fertilizing the ground through which she wants to manifest her dreams. And then she's also pouring back into her own emotions. So the star card is a very motion. It's a card that's all about active energy, active motion, proactive motion, actively checking in with yourself on a regular basis that you are in fact on the path you really want to be on. And this is what needs to happen for your person. What can I say? I'm not, I was going to pull clarifiers for these readings, but they were getting way too long for weeklies. I'm going to leave it at that, my lovely, lovely Pisces. This is a week for some of you where a relationship that's really needed to come to an end for a long time is finally going to be coming to an end because you're going to have really the energy to do it. But then again, a lot of you, remember now, there's some aspect of finances involved here for some of you, which will be quite interesting. But I think this is just a beginning energy that will flesh out over the next couple weeks in the readings. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that, my lovely Pisces. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some clarity out of it. If you did, please subscribe and like, share, comment, all of that good stuff. All of that stuff helps me to stay here and helps me to keep giving you these videos. I love you guys very much. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. And I'm going to sign off, and then I'll be back in just a minute with the Cancer relationship outlook for the week. But for right now, love you, Pisces. Bye-bye.